So I'm going to try and do a Facebook post just to make a quick flyer. We're putting some logos on for you. So I want to do the bring back my bar. So on my laptop, I have to click and drag. On your phone, you probably have to hold your finger on the picture and then it'll give you an option to copy it into your photo stream, I assume. So I always drag off to the right and close that, and then it just allows me to drag it back in. But obviously you will have your way of uploading any images from your photo stream. So if you have, if I go off, if you click back on the image, I get this blue square around, which means that I can alter the image in. And on this image, it doesn't matter if we very slightly go off where it should be. Get it to fit the square completely, and then if I click off it, that's it there. But what we want is the Angels logo on and the Scentsy logo. So that's quite easy to do on here. I just, with my little hand, I click on here. Come on, click off. Sometimes it takes a couple of goes for some reason. Now I've got that square around again, which shows that this image is the one that I'm working on. And it's the little circle one here that you use with it. Not this one, because this would squish the image down incorrectly. So this one just reduces the whole of the image size to what we want. I usually use about 100 or whichever I can get close enough there when I'm dragging it. So I just shrink it down. Oh, there we go, perfect 100. And then I usually just click on it and drag it down and into the corner. So I can do that by either clicking on and dragging it straight from the middle, or if I've got this logo here, then I can drag it and move it about that way. But it's easy enough to line up in the, I just literally line the square up in the corner. So I click off on the right here, which just takes the square off, otherwise it annoys me. So click off and then I know what it looks like. I'm going to try with the purple logo because the white one, clicked on it by mistake. The white one, there's too much white in this image. Now this purple one isn't going to work because again, there's lots of colours where it's not going to show up on. But I just then click on there because I've already downloaded it into there. So I have it to keep. And then again, I use the corner. You can use any corner to reduce that down. I'm kind of going to keep it a little bit bigger than I normally would. I'm going to keep it around the 250, purely because of the image that we've got. It's not a great one. So even if I put it here and I click off, see how you can't see because of the blackberry there, or the blackcurrant blackberry, whatever it is. Even if I tried it with the white one, there'd be too much white around the back. So I'm going to need to add some sort of shape on there to pop that into. So I'm just going to move it up here so I can see it. And then on the elements here, I can look for shapes. So you want the ones that say free like this. If I go, let's find because I've got a paid subscription with this one, if I use an image that has, I can't even find one, an image that has free and a little crown next to it, that's one that I get free because I've paid, but obviously it looks like all of these are free. But I thought that one might, let's have a little look. We want something that suits that shape. but it isn't too kind of fussy to use. I might go back down and use. So, little click. I should have looked at the images as I scrolled down. Yeah. So we want one of these ones that to try. Which way was the shadow on? Shadow's the same on that one. So by just clicking on it, it puts it on here. So you can see I've lost everything that's behind it. I've lost my logo. What you can do is I right click, but I assume if you hold you'll get some options. And you've got send to the back or send backwards, or you can bring things forward. So if I click on my back image and get this blue square around again here, and I right click, you can detach image from background, so you can get lots of other things that you can do. But I'm gonna shrink this down a little, and then I'm gonna right click again, and I'm gonna send it backward. I'm not gonna send it to the back because it will put it behind this image. It will take it right to the very back. If you think of it as pages, so each image you put on is a page, and you need to just practice sending it back. If you send it back and it goes too far back, it would highlight for you to bring it forward again. So I'm going to send it backwards, and that then should ping it behind this one, which is kind of where we want it to be. And then we need to shrink our image down to about the right size that, so I'll maybe make it slightly bigger. And sometimes it's just a case of clicking off and clicking back on if things aren't quite in the right shape. So this here now, obviously it's in the wrong place, but it kind of shows where we want it to be. So I'm kind of just thinking where best would be for that shadow. And I think I probably want it in this corner, so I'm just going to drag that across and put that square in that corner. And then I'm going to do this and get it just in the bottom. And then this one on. So I think it looks all right, but I could maybe get away with doing it a little bit smaller. It's quite imposing right now. So I'm going to click on that and just take it down a little. Let's take it to about 180. And you'll get used to the sizes of things. And then I'm just going to bring that image down in line with it a little bit. Click off and have a look how it looks. So that kind of looks all right. Sometimes, like this box is grey. On here, I could change so if I click on the colours, which was that one, just so I put it back in the right. So I could do a purple. So see how the edge of this has gone purple. Then I would have to click again and the three boxes come up. So if I click on that one and do that purple, that's the top one, and then that is the other side one. So now you've got just a square box with a very slight line. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on that one, and let's get it back to roughly what we go for. Slightly darker there, and then paler. Figure out which one. Okay, so let's have a little look. So we're a little bit pale on them two edges, so go. Which one did we change? So a middle one, and I'm not sure if it's that one. No, we'll change that one back to there. So it's a middle with that next one. So then you've got your shade back on there. And that's basically it. And then I would just save it and download it.